There are many differences among Promise programs. In fact, one could argue that each is unique. These are local programs that emerge from the local context in response to local needs, and they are designed by local stakeholders. There is no national organization of Promise scholarships that promotes a single model. So you do see a lot of diversity among the programs. We have developed a definition, a very simple definition of Promise programs, and according to that definition, there are roughly 50 programs nationwide. But as I said, these programs vary widely. There are a couple of ways to think about the differences. One has to do with which students are eligible for the program, and here the programs divide in about half those that are considered universal programs where every student is eligible for a scholarship to attend whatever school they can get into, and the other half are targeted programs where there are some kind of additional merit or need requirements, usually a GPA or an attendance threshold. So that's one dimension across which these programs vary. A second dimension is where students can use their scholarships to go to school. And here the distinction is between programs that offer a more restrictive set of choices, perhaps one local institution or several local institutions, and those that are more expansive, where students have a large range of institutions to choose from. Again, the programs divide about half and half between those two models. The Kalamazoo Promise, for example, is a universal and expansive program. Every student is eligible provided they meet the attendance and residency requirements, a minimum of 4 years, and they have a choice of 59 institutions at which to use their scholarships. The Pittsburgh Promise is expansive. Students have many choices about where to use their scholarship, but it is not universal. It's more targeted. There are GPA and attendance requirements that you need to meet to qualify for the scholarship. The Detroit Scholarship Foundation, the scholarship for Detroit public school students, is the opposite. It's universal, it's available to everyone, but you may only use it to attend one of 5 local community colleges. So you can see that each of these programs varies, usually in its details, but sometimes in very important ways. However, I would argue that it does make sense to analyze them as a group for 3 reasons. One is that the fundamental criterion for use of the scholarship remains place. These are place-based scholarships. Second is the early commitment aspect of the programs that I mentioned earlier. And the third is that these programs share a set of goals.